Page 263, this is the harmonization study at the top of the page. It shouldn't be anything new here. We've done all this sort of thing before. I'll go through the same process I use on everything. Let's see what we end up with. First thing we got to do is learn this melody. So I see it's a treble clef, one flat, looks like we're in the key of F major, that's fine. 2 4-time signature, I just want to hear the melody. Okay, I don't know if that's the speed it goes or whatever. I just wanted to hear the melody. I'll deal with that stuff later. Now I want to make sure I know what the chords are. I don't know where I'm playing them or whatever. I'm just going to play them as block chords. We have an F chord. Later on we have a C7 chord, but they want the E on the bottom. That's the E, so I got to go here. That's like the 5-7 chord. Does it ring a bell? Okay. F chord, and then C7 again, and then the F. Oh, this is fun. Measure 9 is still F, and then D minor, and then a G minor. I could go here. I don't know where I'm playing them. It's saying root position, so I'll go here. Because if I wanted an inversion, it'd have a slash with the bottom note, so it's here. And then C7 with an E again. 5 7 1 5 7. Okay, well, put it together. I want to hear the harmony and the melody. Still block chords. Right hand comes down, and then D minor, it's G minor, back here. Well, it wasn't too painful. We've had worse than that before. Now, we don't want to do block chords all the time. They're giving a suggestion of the Alberti bass. Try something else. Try the just top one. Just try that. Or 2, bottom top. Whatever. Whatever you want to do is put in some rest. Maybe I can't do it very well. Try different patterns and different rhythms of the left hand once you've done what they've asked you to do. Now they want you to transpose this to E major. So we're going from F major to E major. We're going down one note. E major has 4 sharps. Won't this be fun? In the music, all the notes just go down 1. So instead of a C, it's a B. But I gotta play in the key of E major. So F sharp, C sharp, D sharp, G sharp, and all that junk. Okay, that's that. Then here, because 7/8 is G, except it's a G sharp. And then go down thirds. Up here, thirds. Up here, thirds. See that 5 7 to the 1? Really a broken chord on here. And then in the chords, you're just playing the, instead of that. It might help if you wrote in the Roman numerals underneath of what they are. We have a 1 chord here. 5 7 chord. And then here. It's like the C chord. Instead of a D, it's a C. You got to stay within the key of E major, and that's not a C, it's a C sharp. E major is C sharps. Okay, so it would be a C sharp minor. A G minor becomes an F minor, F sharp minor. It's a 5/7 chord there in measure 11. Back to the 1 chord. So that's sort of what we're doing. I mean, you can read the chord names and think down 1 note. So instead of an F, I'm going to play an E chord. And instead of a C7, I'm going to play an B7 chord, whatever that is. But instead of an E on the bottom, it's a D sharp, because they're going to go down 1. That's the 5/7. Just sometimes it's easier to think 1, 5, 7, 1. Instead of a D minor, it's a C sharp minor, because in E major you have C sharps, so you don't do that. You keep the minor, that part, but that's here. So instead of that, it's here. And instead of a G minor, it's an F sharp minor. We go down because E major has F sharps. And then the 5/7 again. Yeah. If you have any questions, ask your teacher.